Weeding is the frequent practice in most arrowroot farms. This is because this area is full of nutrients from the manure as well as enough water which easily facilitates weeds to grow very fast. Weeding regularly makes the farm look clean as well as reduce competition of nutrients between the arrowroots and the weeds.
You only keep on weeding until they are matured. So ndoma takes 6 to 7 months to mature. That is when you harvest them and they are good for consumption.
Arrowroots are easy to sell as the demand is high. Most of her clients buy the produce from the farm to sell to the markets across and beyond the county.
When we're selling, we sell them to people who come to the farm. They buy in small or large scale, in small or large amount, and they take to markets. Some take to Kambani. Those are the guys we are fond of. There are others who take to Nairobi, to hotels and the markets around there. So we just have to harvest them for them. They weigh. There are those who prefer weighing them in a bucket that retails at 12 to 1300 on high season. Then the ones who buy in kilos, they buy a kilo at 60 bob, 55, 65. It ranges from that range. Yeah. I got lard from, this is a home, and I got some first portion from my mom. The suckers, I also got them from her. And she also, Dad gave me manure. So all what I had to do is planting, and I harvested, and I kept on weeding when I was available, and when I was away, Mom used to do it for me. So after that, the first portion I started with, I was able to harvest 5 buckets. I sold at 1,000 each, so I got 5,000. And from there, I went on, sought another portion. For that one, I had to buy some suckers because Mom didn't have enough. Each was retailing at around 5 and 10 bob. And I had to purchase manure. I think I did for 1,000. And then I was left with 3,000 from the previous harvest. From there, I went on, and now I have so many portions here.
The first portion Wanjiku takes us through is a zone where she just planted. The suckers are only a day old, and the first application of manure has just been done.
This portion I harvested last week, and I got guys the same week to dig the holes for me. Then yesterday, it's when I was planting the suckers. And now I just give them 2 days or 3 days to gain support. Then I put manure, probably Friday I'll be putting some manure. Then from there, they'll be growing on themselves. I'll come weeding after 8 months from now. That is, the weeds will have got some place to grow. Yeah, I'll be start weeding from there. I used 600 to get the holes dug. I had the suckers myself. And then weeding, the labor is all mine. I'll come weeding to prevent more expenses because I'm available. Then when it's come to harvesting, I can get around 6 to 7 buckets from here. It's retailing at 1,200. So that is around 8,000, 9,000 after 6 months.
She shows us the area that is due for weeding.
These others are 2 months old. You can see the weeds are all overgrown and they need to be removed so that they don't compete for the food, the nutrients with the arrowroots. So every 2-3 weeks, I'll be around weeding.
Lack of weeding has effects such as very small sizes of the tubers.
The importance of weeding is just to prevent competition because there is plenty of nutrients because I have added manure. So the weeds will be competing with the arrowroots, and because it's just a stem with so many weeds, they might compete and have all nutrients to themselves, leading to having very small ndoma. Yeah. Weeding, preventing the soil from filling this hole. it should fill itself. So this is how we do it. It's a smaller one down here.
The area which has mature arrowroots ready for harvest is clearly visible. Wanjiku advises us that the change in color of leaves is very clear indication that the arrowroots are ready for harvest. This occurs at the 6th month after planting.
So the portion behind me is now mature. It has taken 7 months to grow. And what makes me know that it is grown is the change of color of the leaves from green to yellowish and brownish. That is the time you know that it is mature and ready to be harvested.
As much as arrowroot is a water crop, Wanjiku advises that excess water can as well be harmful to the roots.
The challenges we sometimes get is when the rainfall gets too heavy and the place is flooded such that we cannot control the flow of water. So then if you have any mature arrowroots, they start rotting and you cannot harvest them in the flooded water. So that is the major problem we have. About drying, the area does not get too dry because we have a river behind me, it's River Njue. It never gets dried. That is the only advantage I think we have.
She shares that they're not content with the current price of 60 Kenyan shillings per kilogram and will be glad to get a more competitive market.
So we are not contented with the price at which we sell doma at, that is 60 per kg or 1300 per bucket. And I would reach out to customers who would buy at better prices. If we got somebody buying a kilo at 70 bob, we would be okay. Anybody who wish to reach out to me for ndoma or the training about ndoma farming, you can contact me on my Facebook page. My name is Wanjiku Njue, that is C-I-K-U, then Njeru is N-J-E-R-U, or through my WhatsApp number is 07000 28612.
Before we could wrap up, Wanjiku's mom encourages other parents to inspire their children to engage in entrepreneurship such as agribusiness. This becomes very helpful, especially in this era when white-collar jobs are limited.
Sasa mtoto wangu anaitwa Helen Wanjiku Njue. Ni mtoto yangu. Sasa anataka anapenda kulima tangu mtoto. Sasa amekuwa kama anaona tunatoa pesa hapa. Akaona hata yeye anataka kulima ndiye apate pesa yake ya kidogo ya kujisaidia. Sasa akona zake, anauza, ananunua maguo, anavaa vizuri. Sasa yeye anapenda kulima tu kwa sababu ya pesa. Sasa na wakarejea wao akina mama wenzangu kuonyesha watoto kufanya kazi. Ndio hata wakikosa majob wakuwa nalima. Manake kulima ni kuzuri.
This is all on Mizizi this week. Join us again for another educative episode of Mizizi.